What is going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and today I wanted to discuss conversational skills and why I cannot carry a conversation to save my life. I just got back from the hospital, and on my way back in the Uber, I attempted to make small talk, with my Uber driver, and it went terribly. And for the longest time, I've tried so hard to improve my social skills, but I always come up short, right? I just can't seem to overcome that roadblock, right? I am always just stuck in this position where I don't know what to say. I don't know how to be charismatic. I've watched every video. I've studied my social brothers. That sounded weird. I meant to say brothers, but you get it. Anyway, I've studied people in my real life who, I used to be close to in school, my old associates. I've studied everyone pretty much, right? And I just can't seem to do it in my own way, It's not about saying the perfect words. It's not about being a different person. It's about, being the best version of yourself. That sounds generic, but that's really true. Because all you can be is yourself at the end of the day. And and I just can't bring that side out. I can't bring that side of myself out. It just sucks, man, because, there have been times where people actually did give me a chance and they tried to talk to me, but I just couldn't get any words out. I couldn't be funny, man. It's so, oh man, it just sucks, man. I have no words to say really at this moment in time. I have no words for it. It just sucks. Not being able to carry a conversation as a man who is 22 years old, or anyone, male or female, it's a terrible thing not to be able to talk to that person you want to talk to, and it's like, damn, man. But yeah, I went to the hospital because of the same thing. I had chest problems and chest discomfort whenever I would eat. I just couldn't lay down or sleep. So I figured, why not go to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. Same old, same old. But this time it was slightly different because they told me that I could have a disease. Like, something could be wrong with my esophagus or something like that. My stomach acid. I don't know how they explained it. I forget so quickly, but, I have to follow up with my doctor. They prescribed me some medication, and they also gave me some medication at the hospital, and I feel slightly better, but it's always more work ahead, This is like off topic, of course, but I just thought that I thought that I should fill you guys in, really, and let you guys know what's happening, because you guys are very supportive, and you guys always show up whenever I need you guys. So, yeah. But it's the same thing, the same thing as last time whenever I went to the hospital. But I have a little bit of an understanding of what's going on now. So hopefully I can get that sorted out. But anyway, back to conversational skills. As far back as like my childhood, really, man, that has always kept me in the dark when it comes to people. That and my looks. But even the people, like I said in the beginning of the video, even the people who gave me a chance in the past, who were like nerdy like me, like I used to be associated with like so many nerdy kids, and even those kids would slowly over time distance themselves from me, because they noticed that I had nothing to offer in terms of speaking and having in terms of speaking and having a conversation. I had nothing to offer, man. And that sucks because, for people who are social, You may just think that it's easy and it's this, but I promise you, man, like, I just don't know what to say. It's not that I don't know what to say. More so, it's just the fact that I can't say words in a way that's like, I can't say or speak in a way. I'm fucking up, but I always fuck up. This is like a staple, you know, in my fucking videos. I fuck up and who cares, man? But anyway, we're going to keep going. Let's keep going, man. But I cannot speak in a way that's charismatic or funny. That's my main problem. Because I can have a topic on my mind, but if you can't insert a small joke here and there. What the fuck? My phone just turned the music off. My bad. That's staying in. Fuck it. Let's keep it in. But yeah, you guys get what I'm trying to say. You know, I just can't speak in a way that's charismatic or funny. So, what's the use of having a topic if you can't make it interesting? You know, and I'm just like a brick wall. I'm like a fucking mannequin. Like, I'm a mannequin. You know, I'm that fucking mannequin at the mall that you walk past. You know, we all used to walk past those, like, Foot Locker mannequins. You know, whenever we were younger and shit. Like, that's what I am, bro. I'm a fucking Target mannequin. Just standing there. But, yeah, man. I also feel like that keeps a lot of guys isolated. Like, the fact that most men can't carry a conversation, I feel like that kind of like, sometimes, not all the time, but not being able to carry a conversation, that can really be the reason why you are isolated and alone, more so than looks. Because I am not going to lie, I know in this space we always preach about looks and looks are king, but I see so many average and sometimes unattractive guys who have friends and they have a partner, and you can only chalk it up to them being charismatic and social. So nowadays I am leaning more so towards conversational skills slowly. You know, I feel like that really seals the deal. You know, it's like, damn, man, fuck. But yeah, man, I'm all over the place as usual. But man, I just really wish I could wake up and be some social butterfly, you know? But yeah, man, I just feel like this aspect of life isn't talked about as much in this space. Although, you know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you share this sentiment, or we all share this feeling, but everything has been covered in this space. Whether you call it the BP space or the doomer space, everything has been talked about at this point. So every single person who makes content, we are essentially just saying the same shit over and over again. But it's still interesting because everyone has their own unique perspective on it. So it's not 100%, it's not like completely boring. You know, I can see if it was like 100% just boring and uninteresting, but it's still unique. As long as new people come in and they share their own perspective. That's why I welcome all people for the most part. You know, as long as you are respectful and stuff like that. But yeah, man. But I will give you guys a small story before I end the video. You know, before I had my channel, I actually wanted this to be one of my first videos. Because if you guys don't know, I used to record videos and just upload it to my iPhone. Like, I would go to like my voice recorder app on my iPhone and record a video, but I was like too scared to upload it to YouTube at the time. So I had a bunch of fucking videos just sitting in my gallery section for like the longest time. But anyway, one of those old unreleased videos, one of those old videos, it was about, or I fucked that up. I don't know how to say words and I don't know how to talk, you know. How do you be a person? How can you be a human being? Like, I can't be a fucking human being, bro. It's so hard to talk some days, man. Anyway, and I'm also tired. I'm just getting so sidetracked. Like, get to the point. Why am I so fucking sidetracked? Like, get to the story. Like, no one cares about you fucking up. But anyway, yeah, I used to see now. I just derailed the entire fucking story. Let me just get to the fucking story. Pretty much, I had an unreleased video, and that video was about, a middle school experience, right? Back in 2000, I think it was like 2018. I was like in middle school or maybe high school. I think I was a freshman in high school, and there was this girl that I had a crush on, and she was like very friendly. She was a Caucasian, like straight A student, like one of those kids in class, and like she was like a bookworm. She was a bookworm. She didn't really socialize with the popular kids. She had her own group of nerdy friends, and I had a crush on her, like no bullshit. And one day, after school let out, I was like standing outside waiting for my bus because like we all pretty much, you had kids who took like the school buses, but I had to catch like the actual city public bus because I lived like on the far side of town. I think it was like, why am I giving so much fucking information away? Blah blah blah. Like, long story short, I lived like in the city, right? And the school was like so far away from where I lived, so I had to catch the public bus. So as me and her are like standing outside waiting for the bus, there was this kid who I was like associated with, and me and him were cool. And whenever you're like the third wheel, your friend or your associate is talking to someone and then they leave, and now it's just you and the person that you're not cool with. Excuse me. That's how it was. After my associate left, it was just me and her. And for the first time, like at that moment in my life, or at that point in my life, that was like the first time a girl actually initiated like a conversation with me. Although it was friendly, but I don't know, man. I got the feeling that she actually had some kind of interest, or she took interest to me. That's what I feel like. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. But, I only say that because, like, after my associate left, like, she just kept talking to me. But my problem was the fact that I could not carry a fucking conversation to save my life, And I feel like that was one of the only moments to where I could have maybe had something. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I feel like I'm just delusional. But yeah, pretty much, she was like talking to me, and I was just giving her dry responses and dry answers, And pretty much after like 2 minutes of boring small talk because of me, she caught her bus and left. And I spent the rest of that day just thinking about that fucking interaction and how terrible I was at. Like, I just kept thinking about how terrible I was when it came to, socializing and stuff like that. And actually, a fun fact, me being so terrible in that moment, that led to me like searching up how to talk to girls. Like, I was like 15, right? I was like 15 years old, and I thought that I could have a chance with her. So I went home and I searched up how to talk to girls, and that was the beginning of me falling down the fucking rabbit hole. And that led to me becoming, what I am now, pretty much. It led to me becoming this person. But, I don't think she liked me anyway. Because like a week later, she was like dating this guy, or like not so long or not too long after that, she was dating this guy. I told that story, I think on the live stream, where I tried to gesture max in order to get her attention and her validation, but it led to me being called gay and stuff like that. I will go into detail about that story soon, but yeah, man, it was embarrassing. So, like, not too long after that, she dated this tall black guy. And, yeah, man. But I think she was just being friendly. Because she wasn't as superficial and shallow, but she still had, like, her type, obviously. But, I don't know, man. That's why I say I'm delusional. Because I'm so used to not getting any attention that if someone is nice to me, I just take it the wrong way. You know, and that's my fucking problem, bro. But yeah, man, that was like a small story of whenever my terrible social skills just made me look like a fucking brick wall. So, yeah, man, not having social skills can really just kill the entire vibe. You know, like, that's why I hated switching schools, man. Every time I switch schools and I try to have a fresh start, my social skills and my looks would ruin everything. But mainly my social skills. Because back then, I knew that I was never going to be a part of the in crowd. So I tried to fit in with the nerdy kids. And the nerdy kids weren't as judgmental. But it was just my fucking social skills that killed everything. And I would see all of the other fucking people in that friend group. I would see all of those people just grow closer together. Whereas I just couldn't do that, man. Like, I'm that guy, you know, for like 2+ years, but you barely know anything about me, like on a deeper level. Like, me and you just have small talk. I'm that type of guy. Because I just can't break down that fucking wall. And, you know, I can't get over that barrier. It's so weird, man. Sometimes I feel like my social ineptitude, I feel like it's, you know, and we all say this, but I feel like it's some universal curse, man. It's so fucking exhausting. Like, damn, man. I don't know, man. I had to get this out. I really did. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I hope everyone has a great week, a great day, or great night. You know, whenever you hear this, I hope you have a great day. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the support. And if I ever stop uploading for like, you know, let's say I stop uploading for 3 months. Like if it's been 3 months and I have not uploaded, just assume that I'm dead. You know, and you guys may take that as a joke, but that's some real shit, because one thing I think about, you know, when it comes to people in this community who don't show their face, such as myself, right? You won't know if they die or not. So, again, if it's been longer than 3 months and I have not uploaded, just assume that I died. You know, if I choose to retire, I will let you guys know. So, yeah, man, I'm just putting that out there. I love you guys, and thank you for watching. Have a great day, great night. Take care.